Hello there, my name is John Paul, and welcome to the first episode of the frGuys podcast. With us today, we have Damian Smith.
Hello, John. Thank you for having me here. John, he's one of my good buddies I've had for a very, very long time. And me personally, I wanted to make a podcast for a very long time. But, it's hard to really do it. But when you finally get the time, it's 100% worth it. And, well, we both actually come from Denmark, but our families moved to the U.S. So we've been in the U.S. for a bit now, gone to the same school. But, yeah, in general, yeah, I enjoy this. What about you, John?
No. Anyways, something I wanted to know is what was the last thing you thought of before you came in here?
Well, the last thing I was thinking back to Denmark, right? And, those prices back there are ridiculously huge, like fucking insane. I remember, here in the US, it's still really expensive in California, other states like that. But in Denmark, I remember that ice cream was like equivalent to $5 over here. And I know in the US it's been like, it's gotten much more expensive too, but for back then that was really fucking expensive. You look at the average house in Denmark, in like some faraway town no one lives in, and it's gotta be $5 million, if not more.
Yeah, I remember that too. But isn't $1 also like equal to like 6 or 7 Danish krones or something?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it should be because it's hard to remember, but I just remember at one point that I couldn't really afford buying groceries for my mom. I had pocket change. It wasn't really a hard time, but it was at least hard for me because I didn't get that much, money, and my job was, well, shit. Not like we're much older now, but still, it's got to be about 6.5 Danish krones, and what a meat would cost the equivalent of $10. And I've heard that apparently egg prices have been skyrocketing prices. Egg prices, they've been like absolutely fucking crazy nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like I remember also reading something in Australia, $14 for what was it, 8 eggs, maybe a bit more.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy, honestly. It's insane how that they just get away with making it so expensive because the demand is over it. And then Donald Trump and his really, really stupid tariffs too.
Yeah, you said something before you got a job, but at what age did you get your first job?
Well, it wasn't technically a job, but I would help my mom at work, and she would actually give me money for it because I was too young to get a job there.
Do you remember what you got?
I got about 300 krones a month. Actually, now when I think about it, it's not that exact. It's not 300 exact, but it's around that.
But that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay. But still, back then, you can't even fucking buy clothes for yourself. It's insane.
It's like 300 Danish crowns for like one T-shirt or something.
Exactly. That's like at the really cheap stores.
Yeah. But one thing I think America really could learn something about is that almost every school and every hospital in Denmark are free. That's like something they done right, I guess.
Yeah, elementary school in the U.S. The young classes are free, but like if you want to go to like an elite prestige school, it's gonna cost thousands of fucking dollars, and I would say the education system here in Denmark is better. I mean, it's still broken in many ways, but the U.S. it's like it's completely screwed. Teachers get paid nothing, and it costs money, a lot of money, to go to some. I mean, if you want to go to a high school here in Denmark, it wouldn't cost much at all. But in the U.S., some can, I know especially Harvard, it costs like 80K, right? That's really bad.
But there is also like private schools here in Denmark that also cost money, but that I guess is optional.
Yeah, American schools, there's a very, very big bullying problem there. It's horrific, I'd say even. Also teachers get paid basically a bag of Lay's every month, and that's almost nothing to joke about it, and as I said right there, bullying, it's crazy, and school lunch, memes about it, jokes, it just looks like fucking dog shit. Like, literally. It's like the intestines of someone who was raped.
Yeah. I actually agree with you.
Yeah, I mean, you can say the same with hospitals. They, too, are expensive as hell. Cancer treatment, I mean, if you just watch Breaking Bad, you can already get a pretty good idea of how expensive hospitals are. I mean, now I actually understand why Walter White would cook meth. I mean, that shit is expensive. In Denmark, it's free. Most of it is free. I mean, yes, cancer therapy, chemotherapy, that does cost a bit, but it's not as bad as in the US where you basically need to pay your entire fucking soul just to do that. I mean, I'd honestly rather want to be tortured than pay that much money. I don't even think my parents could afford that, and neither yours, right?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, that's really bad. But like, let's say you broke your arm, right, and you want to go to the hospital. You get called in by 911. In Denmark, that fix you up. Of course, take some time. I mean, I've experienced it before. Remember when I came in with those red and green bandages?
Yeah.
Yes, it looks stupid. Anyways, and in the US, you just gotta pay fat sum of money. Like, just, you know what? Just cut my hand off at that point and I'll sell it instead. I think if you something like chemotherapy is so expensive. If you give your kidney, I'm pretty sure the value of a kidney is actually cheaper than chemotherapy. I think I read somewhere like
I have no idea what it costs.
yeah, a kidney was like what, 900 grand, and chemotherapy can be really expensive. Yeah. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't remember the exact price for chemotherapy, but I know a kidney is really expensive too.
But it is like a human right to have a healthy life, I guess.
Exactly. And I think that's one American. There's like, oh, taxes, blah, blah, taxes. But, taxes, they're like, in Denmark, they're expensive, but not like, so you basically pay everything like in Hungary. In Hungary, you pay your taxes and you just get fucking tortured. But in Denmark, I'd say, you pay your taxes and you have the right to go to school for free. Hospitals are free. Stuff is more luxurious. Roads get fixed more. And of course, your will to live would probably also be higher than the US. Because if you're in the US, you can't get a job. Suicide is basically the first option you have. Because there in Denmark, suicide really is like, if you don't have a job, you can of course get help for that, money, something we call it contanthjälp there, if you guys didn't know. In the US, no, you just get slapped. You get slapped in little baby cheeks like...
Yeah, but in Denmark, the people that works in hospitals, they strike because they don't get paid enough. So there is that balance that needs to be found, I guess.
Yeah, I agree with you. In the US, doctors get paid more than basically anything. You're a dentist, you can just work for 2 years.
Yeah, dentist is f***ing rich.
Yeah. Dentists are rich as shit, dude. Like, you just gotta fix one old person's pair of teeth and you're good to go for the rest of your life. You've earned more than a teacher who works for 70 years. And, well, here in Denmark, they don't get paid that much. And that's something that I think everyone could talk about. I think teachers, fucking doctors as well, stuff like that, the cops, they should be paid more. Here in Denmark, that's a bit unbalanced. In the US...
Maybe not cops. I think they're paid pretty well.
That's true. I mean, maybe the fire department.
Maybe. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, I mean, me neither. But, like, I'd say, yeah, the doctor in the US, you can earn millions of dollars. I mean, you've seen videos of doctors driving expensive fucking cars. But here in, Denmark, do you start a doctor drives an expensive car? No, most likely cycling. After opening a guy's body in an autopsy, you're just cycling home with blood on your hands. And, well, it's in teachers over in the US, you get paid 40 grand a year? Was that the lowest?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I guess I have a bit of an idea. And, of course, in Denmark, teachers, they do get actually paid pretty good, more than doctors.
Yeah, there's a difference between, like, nurses and surgeons.
Yeah, naturally. But here in Denmark, it's like, I think nurses basically get paid as much as surgeons. You're opening a body, seeing a brain, you're seeing someone fucking die like an undertaker. Yeah. And, well, that actually makes me... U.S. undertakers earn jack shit, too. And here in Denmark, undertakers aren't decent. Yeah, kind of crazy, you know. It's almost how it is, but you know, also that thing with like rich people not paying the tasks. Oh wait, that reminds me of this one guy. I think you know who I'm talking about, right?
Oh yeah, Elon Musk, right?
Yeah, yeah. Of course, Elon Musk, dude. That rich bastard, really. Just like, sure, he's made Tesla, SpaceX, the fucking boring company. As in, I'm fucking bored of listening to that shit.
And he is literally friends with the president of the United States.
Yeah, Donald J. Trump. Today we're gonna build a border in Mexico. I mean, I actually agree with him in most stuff. But I mean, like back to Elon, he's Elon, of course, he's like going crazy. It's like seeing someone that we thought a different billionaire is the best term, just go absolutely nuts. I mean, like, I am become meme. Shut your bitch ass up, Sibao. Really. Like, why would you say that? I am become meme. No one laughed. And I know he's like autistic and something, and they're always good at math. You fucking seen Rain Man. And he's just weird. Like, really, really weird. He tweeting about Dogecoin. Come on, seriously. Bought Twitter. You buy a fucking dumpster fire. That's what you're buying.
And who calls social media a litter?
True.
Where
Like, you make it look like porn.
yeah.
Ooh, I'm gonna visit X.com. I mean, Twitter was already bad enough for its reputation it's built. Now you're visiting X and you just look like you want to jerk off. Someone looks at your open tabs, you're gonna see X and you're gonna see Pornhub. And I think I'd be more suspicious about what the fuck X is than Pornhub.
Yeah, what does X mean? Like, it's a letter, God's sake.
His son, XA.
Yeah. Something underscore
He was tased.
slash.
He was tased when he made his son's name.
Yeah.
Like XAO12.
Yeah, his son was made on the fabric, I'm pretty sure.
His son, I swear to God. He used a random name generator to name his son.
Have you seen the movie Blade Runner? He's a robot. I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure Elon Musk, he's that robot in Blade Runner 2049. When Officer K looks up, but instead of you look lonely, he's I am become meme. I am become meme, and he just looks down. That shit was just corny as fuck, really.
Maybe that's the first person in history to have a robot name, like a serial number.
So we got serial robots, serial numbers, and then fucking serial killers.
Exactly.
We're gonna get the cyborg version of Jeffrey Dahmer and George Floyd.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy, honestly. Isn't it something with that Elon at one point with the music too? He was like something controversial about music.
Ooh, I don't really know anything about that, but yeah.
I mean, like, he posts like 370 tweets every day or some stupid shit like that. Yeah, I mean, like...
He only bought Twitter to get attention on his Twitter account, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, exactly. I'm pretty sure that. They just like to unban every political party. I mean, I respect it, honestly. I really do respect it. Like, but I mean, I'm pretty sure he would... he would unban Hitler if Hitler had a fucking Twitter account. It's like, it's like Hitler just typing like some really hot shit about Anne Frank, and he's like, unbanned Hitler.
Elon Musk, Nazi...
Yeah,
the same thing.
We've all seen the clip.
It's an old meme at this point, but
yeah, my heart goes out to you all, and then you know what he does.
Yeah. You just did it, motherfucker.
I mean, I have to give an example.
Good thing there's no camera inside. But
you sure?
Oh shit.
Yeah, I know you can never tell, but like, honestly. There's something I saw. I think I remember seeing a tweet from Elon. Well, I don't really use Twitter much, especially not to trade off. That's like the worst tracking material you can possibly use. But something like about music, and that reminded me that. Did you know the Rolling Stones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course I do.
Yeah.
They're one of the most successful bands of all time, right?
Yeah, and they have that magazine too.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but
I guess so.
Yeah, did you know the Rolling Stones? They made a ritual to have sex with cows. I read somewhere on 4chan, on Reddit, on TikTok. I've seen it everywhere, literally. And it's like, I'm pretty sure it's true now.
Damn. I didn't know that. I'm not on TikTok, though, so...
Yeah,
and I do not use Reddit that much either, so...
Yeah, I mean, like, of course, don't believe everything you see on the internet, but at this point, I gotta believe it. Because, like, I saw, like, an interview, right? And it's like, he openly admitted to having with that cow. Like, holy shit. It's like that one football player. What was his name again? I don't remember. Who had sex with a goat.
Damn.
Yeah, I know, but it's like intercourse with a cow. The Rolling Stones? Are they aliens? What is there with obsession with cows?
Yeah. Are they dead now? I don't know.
I don't think so.
I gotta look it up after this, but
Yeah, me too. Me too. I mean, maybe I gotta find myself a cow.
bro.
Yeah, you know. But like, there's something. Well, you know, I do actually believe the Earth is flat though, because like, is there any proof that it's round? Sure, we've gotten pictures from space. We've gotten Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin always saying that they walked on the moon and saw the Earth. I don't believe that shit, honestly. I just think. I mean, I think it's in the studio. But like, why would the round be Earth? How come that we move like this? Some people say gravity, like something to do with the atmosphere. I'm not buying that, honestly. Like, how can it not be flat? How could you could technically walk to China? How does that work?
I think flat is not the right answer because what's on the other side, right?
I mean,
Is
hell?
there? It could be,
Dude,
but
don't laugh, dude. I'm serious.
oh yeah, I'm sorry. But I think it's square
I mean, that's it's a hot debate, honestly. But
because that's like more a 3D dimension shape, whatever.
it's just there's heaven, there's earth, and there's hell. I personally think heaven is like somewhere in the.
Are you a Christian?
Yeah, I'm a Christian. Why?
Oh yeah, no reason.
Okay, but like hell, I believe that hell's in the underside of Earth. Because where else would hell be? Would it be inside of round Earth? No, and heaven is above. Like we can't physically see heaven, but when we die, we can reach our souls will go there, and the same with hell. I mean, I don't think we've ever done a project where we try to get a spaceship under the Earth. I honestly think most of those spaceships are fake, like especially Elon's too. SpaceX. That also sounds stupid.
SpaceX, that's just the full Twitter name at this point.
It is the astronomical Twitter name.
Yeah. SpaceX.com.
We got X, SpaceX, and we got the X company in a bit too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, honestly, there's flat Earth. It's got to be possible. Round Earth is definitely not possible.
It can't be perfectly round. That's
That's
impossible.
Round, yeah. You look at planets like Jupiter. Like, are they really round too? Did they fake that too?
Yeah.
I'm thinking they did, because like, how do we know that? How can cameras see that far?
True. Like my phone maximally have like 5x zoom.
Yeah, I mean, there's no fucking. How did they do that?
Yeah, that must be the biggest phone camera ever. Like because it was taped on the phone, right? Yeah, I
Isn't there
how
something with it you can take a picture of the moon on your phone? Or is that just fake too?
yeah, that was actually AI, I think.
Yeah. Oh, wait, hold on.
Like Samsung Galaxy, they
Yeah.
had like that whole thing, camera AI or something.
Yeah,
shit.
exactly. Okay, listen to me here. I might be called a bit crazy right here, and everything, but I do actually believe that we've had AI for so much longer than the government tells us. I think that AI has been here since the 50s. I think that the moon landing was faked. Everything else, when they tried to send that thing to Venus, that definitely didn't happen. That was just AI. We've had AI for such a long time, but they've it's first now that people are getting a hand on AI because the government, they're trying to keep it. They're trying to keep it in their hands, but they let it a bit loose. And now ChatGPT, DeepSeek, all those things. Now everyone has it, and I'm pretty sure that's it's causing economic shambles. It's shaking.
Yeah, there's this new thing, Google AI or something. I don't know what it's called, but every time you search something on Google, there comes an AI recap answer up.
He's like, those
first.
AI movie recaps?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that, but just in a search bar. And I think it's their way to hide the actual power of AI. There's been so many bad filters, but I think AI can do so much more. Like, if you want to generate an AI video, it can do that pretty well. And if you just look back at the 60s, bad cameras, bad effects, you could get AI to do that.
Sure, yeah.
And, well, yeah, exactly. Well, now when I'm looking at it, I think we're running a bit out of time, both of us. But, well, thank you guys for tuning in on the For Real Guys podcast, and hopefully we'll see you in the next episode. I'm Damien Smith, and this is...
John Paul.
Yes. Yeah.